Hello and welcome to Tribe Topper. I'm Sonal Gupta, and this channel is about increasing your understanding of physics. To clear your concepts, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for latest updated videos. In this video session, you are going to learn how to determine the time period of a simple pendulum. So we know that in case of a simple pendulum, when it is displaced from its mean position, so if this is the mean position and it is displaced, we are talking of this position where you can see the various forces that are acting on this particle of mass m or the pendulum bob. So it has its weight acting vertically downwards, but that vertically downwards component or the weight makes an angle theta here. So we'll split it up into components mg cos theta, which is balancing the force of tension. So we would say mg cos theta balances the force of tension, but there is no force to balance the mg sin theta. So actually it is the mg sin theta which is providing the restoring force. I'll say Fr, the restoring force, which is responsible. This is the restoring force which is responsible for the SHM. So that's why, because of this force provided by mg sin theta, the particle is going to move back. So we can say that this mg sin theta is the net force. We would say either the resultant force. And by Newton's second law, we all know by second law or Newton's second law of motion, the mg sin theta, which we are saying is the net force that is acting, is providing the acceleration as well. So it is m times a. See, here you can see these are small angles, and for very small angles, we assume that sine of theta is approximately equal to theta, which is angle is arc over radius. So if the arc length is x, over the radius is the length of the pendulum, so that is x over L. So that means we would simply rearrange, and this equation 1 would become mg times sine theta would be written as x over L, and that is equal to mass times acceleration. And here they are directed opposite because mg sine theta is pulling it away, so they are negative to each other. Would cancel out. We are left with a acceleration is minus g upon L into x. This g upon L can be compared with, we know the equation for simple harmonic motion is A is equal to minus omega square x. Therefore, we would say that g over L is equal to omega square. So that would mean that omega square is g upon L. If you compare these two equations, omega square represents g upon L. So therefore, what should be the time period of simple pendulum? Time period is 2 pi by omega. So just substitute this value of omega. So that's 2 pi by root g upon L. Hence, the time period of a simple pendulum is 2 pi root L over g. So apart from the length of the simple pendulum, there is none other factor which affects the time period. So the mass won't matter, the amplitude won't matter. It's just the length of the pendulum which affects the time period of a simple pendulum. So that's all in this video session. In the next video session, we are going to talk about the simple harmonic motion for the mass and spring system. Thank you.